What is going on, everybody? This is Weekly Reviews here, and today, guys, it is a very special day because we are here now to be able to praise Gaben be praised. The reason why is because we finally have the Steam controller. That's right. So for everybody who was thinking about possibly getting the controller, you had the option originally to get it early if you pre-ordered it. You would also not only just get it a little bit early, which on the day that it released was on the 16th. The actual release date for it, though, unless you got it as early as I did, will not be until sometime in November, I believe November 10th. So, not very many people were able to get in on the pre-orders for these. From what I heard, apparently the pre-orders went really fast. But anyway, enough of me talking. Let's get this thing out of here. Or actually, let's go ahead and take a look real quick at some things about it. So, of course, this is just the controller itself. It doesn't come with any kind of special hookups or nothing that you have to have required. It does have a USB port, though. It has a mini USB thing to be able to close it up and everything. And then you have the AA batteries that it comes with. So, let's get it out of that. And you have a very nice, simple box. Very pretty box, though. Plus it even displays that you're getting the actual gamepad. And we got the Steam logo right there. So let's go ahead and cut this down very carefully. And let's hope I cut that deep enough. Oh my goodness, look at that! Look at it, it's so pretty! So I'm actually kind of surprised that they did not put any kind of thing when holding. Oh my god, this thing is huge. This is a huge controller. Like, I was expecting it to be a little bit smaller. This is actually even bigger than the Xbox One controller. Holy crap. Like, I mean, it is bulky. It is bulky. Let's do a comparison real quick. Let's do a comparison. So, let's move all this stuff out of the way for a second. Let's just move all this stuff away for a second. Alright, so let's take a look at both controllers. So like right here, and excuse the flashing light on it for a minute, but you guys can see this one is really thick compared to the Xbox One controller. Like, I mean, even look by comparison wise by size, like this thing is bulky. I mean, it is really bulky, but it feels good in your hands. I'm gonna love using that. Ooh, it just gives me chills up my spine. Now, I will say though, personally for me, the buttons are a little bit small for my personal opinion. But then again, I kind of said the same thing about the Nintendo 3DS when it first came out. The buttons were a little bit small, and they were easily punctured, especially the start, home, and select buttons on that. But that's for a completely different product. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the back, which you have little grippers on the back, which are clickable. You have the analog switch and digital pulls, which as you're playing, you can be able to, like the actual trailer showed about, you can actually make it so you would never take your hand off the controller. I believe you could actually use that for, like, say if you're playing first-person shooters or something. So that's really awesome. So now let's go ahead and take a look at what else is also in this package. Let's get rid of that Xbox One controller for right now. So of course, comes with 2 AA batteries and a USB port. And let's see if it comes with anything else. It comes with our quick start guide and a couple other things. So let's take a look at what's all in there too. Oh, there's something else in here. Well, anyway, so there's your quick start guide, pretty much simple and explanatory. Then the controller product guide, don't really need that. And let's find out what this is. Oh, this is the, oh, what is this? I've never seen what this is right here. Oh, is this like a, whoops. I'm breaking it! I'm breaking it, man! I'm just breaking it! Anyway. Looks like you use that to plug it in. That's kind of interesting. It's really interesting. But okay, whatever. Anyway, And then we have right here your USB cable, which is a standard USB 2.0 cable. So anyway, guys, let's go ahead and show me using this controller on my PC. We're going to be playing a couple games. Not very long though, because of course I want to be able to give y'all feedback on how I actually do when playing these games. So we'll probably just pick some random games, probably Portal 2 and some other games. But anyway, be back in just a second.
They saw us all right, and they're not coming back.
Looked like it was heading to the mall across town.
Hey, we should all grab something. Dude, those zombies are real. I knew them, but... Hey, look at this here. Check out all them X's, man. Looks like New Orleans is the last city standing. Grabbing a bile jar.
Reloading.
Here comes some puke. Reloading. Hey, can somebody cover me? I'm gonna try to heal. Oh, yeah.
Shit, this way.
Hey, we might need these. Hey, watch out for the ones in a hazmat suit. Grabbing a bile jar.
Reloading. Back downstairs. Reloading. Reload.
Hey, everybody in the elevator!
Gotta reload.
All right, that's better.
Shit. You gotta quit moving so I can heal you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Name's Nick. Y'all did good. What are your names?
People just call me Coach.
My name's Rochelle. You?
Well, my name's Ellis, but some people call me L. But I really prefer Ellis because L kind of sounds like a girl's name. But if you prefer to call me L, I guess you can. Here comes some puke! I ain't never been so happy to see a gun. Y'all get ready now! A-vid unit. Down here? Hey, I got first aid kit if somebody needs it. What the hell, I'm doing this right. Oh, yeah.
This shit'll help.
Over here. Almost there. Grabbing a bile jar. Hey, over here! Here comes some puke!
Reloading!
Be okay. Don't quit moving around. I've seen one.
I'm thinking we could take on anything.
Okay, everybody, it is now time to give my personal opinion of what I think about with the Steam controller. So let's go ahead and start off with the positivities about the controller itself. So the number one thing that I love about the controller is it has 3 different options for you to be able to actually use for hooking it up and playing with. So of course the number one option I'm sure everybody is going to probably be using is batteries. So there's still a lot of people that use batteries, so I mean, and plus it's cool that they actually even give you batteries with it when you're buying the controller, which is a very nice touch. Second option, of course, is using a USB cable, which is just a regular USB cable. If you have a bigger one or a longer one, you can use a longer one, but they do provide you one, which is kind of cool. And then the other option is using this, which originally I did not know what it was, but it is basically the Bluetooth function to be able to actually plug it in. You could actually plug it in by using the USB cable, which I'll go ahead and show that real quick. Basically, you would plug it in through this right here, and then you would also plug in the USB cable itself to your PC, and it would connect that way if you didn't have actual Bluetooth, which is kind of a cool feature. Or if you do have Bluetooth in your PC, they actually give it so if you want to, you could actually take this off and you could actually plug it straight in and it would actually connect flawlessly with your PC, which is a very nice touch as well. Now, another great thing I love about with this controller is just how well it feels in my hands, because this is a very bulky controller. It's even bulkier than the Xbox One and the Xbox 360 controller, but at the same time I really like how that is, because as I'm getting older, my hands are still going to stay as big as they are, but it just feels great to hold in my hand. It doesn't feel like my hands are coupled or anything. I could be able to hold it very comfortably and actually play the games that I have on my Steam service and everything, which is a very nice touch. The only thing I really have a problem with the controller itself is being still new to using a trackball for one, which to me personally, I may have my sensitivity portions of my mouse too high, and that could have been why I was doing as bad as I was on Left 4 Dead 2, or it could be just because I still need to get used to using a trackball that is built into a controller. Now again, there are going to be some people that will probably be able to pick it up right the moment that they go ahead and pick it up, and they pick up theirs whenever you get yours. Of course, if you have gotten yours pre-ordered early, you'll get it around the same time like I did, or possibly a little bit later. Or when you decide to pick it up when it officially launches in November, you may have a personal opinion that is different from mine. You may say that you don't like the trackball itself because it's too sensitive. That's the thing that I want everybody to know, is everybody's going to have different opinions about with the controller, and that's okay. But me personally, I think that it feels great, but at the same time also, I could have had my settings a little bit too high for my personal taste for using with a trackball portion that is on the controller itself. So that is a minor, just a minor neutral portion of my feedback. The one negative feedback that I do have about the controller though, more than anything, is the buttons. The Y, X, A, and B buttons are a little bit small for my taste, but that is going to be different for everybody. Everybody does not have big hands like how I do, so they actually might like the buttons being that size as well. Now, the same thing I also do like is if you don't want to use, say, the buttons that are on these 4 portions right here, there are some options for certain games where you can actually use the digital switches that are on the back right here, which is really cool. And it makes it so you can actually be able to push them while you're playing the game at the same time, and it fits very comfortably in your hand while you're doing it, while you're moving around and everything. You don't have to do any kind of special like moving your fingers up to here or moving your fingers up to there. Since you already have your hands cupped like this, it makes it so you can easily, with your fingers behind, be able to actually click onto that button, whether you have it on this side or if you have it on that side. So it doesn't really matter. But again, this is just my personal opinion of what I thought about the Steam controller. It is a very good controller, especially for the amount of content that you get in it when you buy it the first time. You're getting Bluetooth connectivity, you have a USB cable, and of course you have the battery option. You have a great trackball setting, which you might have to change the sensitivity a tiny bit, like I said before. And the only other thing that I don't like, minus the buttons, is that I'm not a fan personally of glossy finished controllers. Now, of course, this is not 100% glossy. This is both glossy and matte finished. But I personally would have liked them to do a full matte. But again, this is my personal opinion, and I do want to thank everybody for sticking with me and watching my personal impressions and my review of what I think about Valve's Steam controller, which is going to be coming out, as I stated before, around in November. I believe it's November 10th. So big thanks, guys, for checking out my video and my impressions of Valve's Steam controller. And thanks again for stopping by, and this has been Weekly Reviews telling you guys to take care, and as always, game on.